All right, going to do my Zoom check-in and we're going to start right from the beginning. I'm going to log into Zoom. Now, I've downloaded the Zoom application onto my desktop, but you don't really have to because you can just simply go to zoom.com and you'll notice that when you type zoom.com, it replaces it to zoom.us. If you're absolutely new to Zoom, what you're going to do is you're going to click sign up for free and then you're going to sign in with your work email address. By using your work email address, the free account will get all the features of the professional account. Unlimited time, you can record meetings, all is good. Then you just simply do sign up. Now, once you host your first meeting, it's going to download Zoom for you. So that's good. But if you're not hosting a meeting and you're just kind of participating in it, you can use the browser environment, but you can also click on resources and download Zoom client. That's how I use Zoom. Let's see that one. I've got the Zoom client here. I've already created my account. Let's go ahead and log in. You'll see that my picture's up here. I added my picture. I suggest everybody add your picture. I mean, this is a system where we're communicating with each other. We don't want people to see our names, Jim Carrillo, and that's all they see. Throw your picture up. Use a professional picture. Don't use a picture of you hanging out at the beach, and make sure it's close up enough so people can see your face. Now, how do you get that picture on there? Click on that little picture, and then right here it says my profile, and it will actually take you back to the web where you can now sign in and see I've got that picture profile. I can click change and put wherever I want in there. So get a picture up. This is my first part. That's my first tip on Zoom check-ins. All right, let's get back to this app. The other thing I always do before I get on any Zoom meetings is I click on that settings tab right here and I go over to video. Oh, whoa, there you are. So as you can see, I've got my video camera on, and I'm going to show you some real quick setups for your video. And this is what I call video etiquette. First of all, what I'm seeing right here is my forehead's cut off, right? And what you don't want to do is you don't want to stick it like this, which, by the way, 99% of the people out there that use Zoom will do this because they think that their eyes are right in the middle of the screen and that's where they should be. It's not. Matter of fact, watch any news show and what you'll realize is that the eye should be up where somewhere right in that third of the top right there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust the front of my laptop, move it down, and let's see if I can get that. That looks pretty good. Right about there. Okay, now the other thing that's a real simple thing, this is kind of like a professional video type of thing, is the distance between your head and the top of the frame. That's called headroom, and this is the most uninteresting space that exists. So your goal is to get rid of the headroom. Again, way too much headroom. I'm dumpy. This is much better. Okay, the other thing that you're going to be wanting to do is check your teeth. Did I got anything in my teeth? Nope, nothing there. Yeah, no bats in the cave. Is my hair combed? Yeah, I'm good. Look at your background. Do I have anything on my whiteboard right now that shouldn't be there? Do I have a mess behind me, which obviously I do? And check the light that's coming from behind you. My eyes have adjusted to the light. I think this is a wonderfully lit environment, right? But to you, I've got a lot of light coming from behind me, and that drowns out the video, so it makes my face look darker. My goal is to make myself look good for you. And so let me try that one. Hold on, I'm going to go ahead and do that just a second. How does that look? I mean, what I've done was close the shades behind me, and now I have a little bit more of the light in front of me. I should be a little bit brighter for you. Okay, hopefully that's good. Now, a couple more tips. What you also don't want to do is you don't want to put your laptop on the table and look down at it, because this is what it will look like to the people that you're interacting with. Does it look like I'm looking down on you? Probably does. Same thing goes if you're using a desktop. You don't want your monitor too high. And let's see if I can get that one. Because now it looks like I'm a little dumpy kindergarten child and looking up at you. You don't want that either. What you want to do is you want to raise your chair or adjust your laptop or whatever it is that your camera's on. Adjust it so that the camera is at eye level. You're minimizing the headroom. So here I've chopped off my head a little bit, but there. That's better. Your eyes are in that top third of the screen, and now you're having a one-on-one conversation with the person you're dealing with. One last thing I wanted to show you before I let you go, and that is the virtual background. So in my settings, I can click on virtual background, and this is kind of a little bit of fun, but a little bit of serious too. My background looks nasty. I've got all this junk around here. If I was working from home, don't even get me started. I'm not going to take time to clean my house. As long as you have a background like that's a wall, something that's solid, this will work perfectly. And I'd like to invite you to my new home. Ooh, doesn't that look nice, right? It's called a virtual background. You can grab any picture off the internet. I know I don't want to violate any copyright laws, but add any picture off the internet and you can create your own background. I think there's some that come with Zoom, like that's an existing Zoom virtual background, or I think this one came with Zoom too, because I wouldn't have loaded that myself. But this is mine. I found out on the internet. This is another one I really like because I like going to Hawaii. Virtual backgrounds. Now, the last thing is I mentioned to you, let me turn off my virtual background, that you should have like a wall behind you. There's another reason why you always want to have a wall behind you when you're using Zoom, and that is family members. Because you just can't stop someone from walking in the background in their pajamas, getting some coffee, or maybe it's one of the kids that are running around asking if they can do something. So you always want something solid behind you, a wall. That way, if anybody needs to approach you, they're approaching you from the front. And that way you don't have to worry about the people on your video seeing that one. All right, this is my first setup on how I use Zoom. Every time I come in, I do this one. I want to make sure I know what I look like. I want to check myself before I get on video. And I always use video with Zoom because the people that you're interacting with want to interact with people, not with just a static image of your name. It's all black. It's not interesting.